Happy Wednesday, everyone. Just got back from my wellness check. I'm on Medicare now. I started Medicare the 1st of July. Anyways, got to get a bunch of other stuff done. Got to keep these bones alive, active, the mind active. Oh, guess what? Don't let my kids know this, but I kind of did fail one of the dementia tests. Oh, shh. Only between you and me in the world. Oh, well. So having said that, there you go. Proving I'm right. No, what I want to cover today is I decided to go ahead with some of the, be flexible. That's what I'm going to be. I'm going to go ahead with some of the, I almost said dementia. I'm going to go ahead. I told you, I'm a happy soul. Don't let nobody take your joy, y'all. Don't let nobody steal your joy. That gets me back to my topic. I'm going to talk a little bit about emotional intelligence. And then I'm going to tie up some things about my parents. Remember I told you I had some really cool memories and things to share about them, because I don't want it to be all one-sided. Got to get the whole picture. Try to get the whole picture of somebody. That's what I'm trying to do for my prodigy now. They'll be like, okay, a little too much information. No. Okay, so one thing I've realized doing these videos in my YouTube channel is I am actually listening to my voice. And I'm not talking literally as much as figuratively. I'm becoming very much aware, of how I'm feeling, how I'm feeling in situations more. My reactions. I feel like I'm really coming into my own, y'all. Do whatever it takes to get there. I told my friends when I left my job, I go, what you going to do with your time? I said, I'm going to reinvent myself. But you know what? I think I'm going to be myself even more than ever. Okay, so the thing I talked about yesterday in yesterday's video, there's my sister Betty. Hi, Betty. Talk to you later. Was that there are 5 cornerstones that I have learned. It's kind of just been a hodgepodge. Yesterday, I think I said kotch-potch. I misspeak. What can I say? Not as bright as I don't look. But anyways, there's let me take that off. I don't know why I got a headband on. Because it's blue and I like blue. Anyways, 5 cornerstones that I adhere to. And you know what? I like to give credit where credit is due. I was first introduced to this by James Kavanaugh, of all people. And let me tell you, you can use skills for the benefit of people to enhance the quality of your life and their lives. Or you can use it to exploit and manipulate people. I'll just leave that there. So having said that, my exposure to these 5 cornerstones was first with him. And I like to look at 5 areas of healing. And the way that I feel personally, and I like to share with others that come across my path that for whatever reason are concerned or interested in why they're kind of stuck emotionally, if you adhere to 5 areas of growth daily, first I'll name them and I'll tell you tiny little steps. You're probably already doing most of it and don't even realize. Pull out your journal, pull out your little notebook, nothing fancy. Okay, physical. Okay, intellectual, social, emotional, and spiritual. Like a pentagram. Okay, so do a little bit in each of those areas. I'm talking read 2 scriptures spiritually. Maybe say a prayer. Maybe you haven't been praying lately. Just one little dash off a little prayer. I'm going to tell you. I pray all day long. And let me tell you how I pray. Lord, help us all. Lord, help me. Lord, help us all. And then I have specific prayers I do, but that's my ongoing prayer. Lord, help us all. Lord, help me. Lord, help us all. Get me through this. All kinds of things. I just talk to him. Okay, so intellectually, do a word puzzle. Challenge your brain there. It could be anything. Reading. Away from the TV. Away from social media. It has to be separate from that. Unless you're researching an article on the internet or something to that effect. Okay? And I'm a documentary junkie. And I can't begin to tell you Whoa, has my mind been expanded about cultures? Okay. New ways of doing things. You know, what's going on in the world outside of the USA? What's going on in USA? And, some really positive things getting done that we don't see. That are the fight. I'm talking about like the environment, you name it. It's there. Um, you know, let's see. Social. If that works for you, social media, I find that's fine. But I find I have to either text, speak to, or message someone in my inner circle to feel connected. I love social media too. You obviously see me on it, so I do. Okay, so physical. Okay, we take a walk daily. I was getting back to using my weights, but I just have really an issue yet with one of my shoulders, really bad issues. So I couldn't even get shots today because I have to be able to sleep on the other shoulder, y'all. I'm not a back sleeper or tummy sleeper. I need that one shoulder working in my favor. So until I get that straight, why you need to know what I got done at the doctor's? Trivia. Don't load your mind with trivia. Okay, emotional. Let me tell you something about emotional. And this seems like very simple. Protect your space. Okay, Roy and I have exact opposite speeds. Morning, I am like a turtle. I very gently and remind him, because he's gregarious when he gets up. He's a happy guy too. But he gets up and he wants to already delve in the news. What have I seen on the news already? He's so woke you wouldn't believe it. He wants to talk about social justice, all kinds of stuff. So I remind him I'm not there. I'm sliding into the morning. That's protecting your emotional space. Okay. Emotional growth. That could just be one little thing. Why don't you reflect? If someone gives you a constructive criticism or, points out something, don't quickly react. I told you that was I will name it. That was my biggest flaw, was reactive behavior. Okay? And when you're reactive, you act out destructively. You may think you're being, this is unjust treatment. This is unjust behavior. I have every right. Let me claim my rights. No, step back. You're going to be so much happier. Think about what you want to say and do. Stand up, one for yourself. I'm all about that. But take some time to reflect. That's emotional growth. So don't go to bed like, Roy's always picking on me. What are you doing? Like thinking all night long? No, I am not a worrywart. Totally not a worrywart. Having said that, I have a busy brain. Sometimes it's like excited about all the stuff I want to do and like, can I hurry up and get the night over so I can jump into it? But then I have to discipline myself. If you don't get any sleep, you won't be able to jump. You'll be crawling. Okay, so even with your partner, any member, even with yourself, okay, be good to yourself. Give yourself a virtual hug. Well, you don't even have to give yourself a virtual hug. What's wrong with me? Give yourself a physical hug. Okay. Challenge, and this is going to tie into the mental, intellectual, but I think I did intellectual, I did social, I think I may be missing something, but you kind of get my drift. The spiritual, the physical, like I said, we do a walk, do little like band exercise, anything, if you're not doing nothing, do something, stretch, climb up the stairs, stretch in bed. I'm going to guarantee you, every time you adhere to those 5 cornerstones, okay, challenge your brain, challenge your body, challenge your soul, challenge your spirit, every little bit of that, you're going to find your life is in balance. The reason being, it's going to get out of balance because you're going to get a crisis. We are always going to have crises, plural, crises. Just like it's diagnosis is one, diagnoses is more than one. Dual diagnoses. I love all. No, there are some terms I love. I love to actually say them. On my shoulder, y'all. Where I got 2 teeth pulled yesterday, or otherwise I'd have them give me a massage. Okay. You know what? When you learn not to react to situations and you let the calm come over you, you will realize that your intellectual brain gets in gear and you're able to solve problems. Poor Roy. He's kind of reactive. I'm telling on him now. We all have our failings. Like he's trying to make sense. He's so physical. He's always fixing something. I hear him go, oh shit, and all that stuff. And he's like, hey, calm down. Let's see. How can I help you out? Today I helped him out because okay, let me step him back and see what you're trying to do and see if I can be helpful. And I was. I helped him with little 5 different, I don't know what they were called, but I was able to straighten it out for him. He's so smart about so much stuff, but I have my strengths too. Don't we all? And our weaknesses, and be okay with acknowledging your weaknesses. Okay? I constantly am examining my weaknesses, not to feel bad about myself, but to improve the quality of my life and those around me that I love. Okay, so I think that's about all I really want to say. I will talk about boundaries, stuff like that more another time. Boundaries are critical. And I'll delve into that more. There's a lot more. Oh my God, there's so much to emotional intelligence. I will say this with our children going back to school, and I just heard that Mom and Dad have decided Aaliyah will be virtual learning. I don't know how they're going to pull it off. Bless their hearts. What a crisis. They both need to work, and they got an infant. They'll figure it out. That's why I wanted to go down there again.